Hey everyone, TimaeuSS here. Welcome to another Princess Connect video. So this video is going to be the updated tier list explanation regarding some of the changes as we prepare for the next banner, which is Illya. She is going to be PvP meta defining, and I'll have another video dedicated to her. But I just want to go over some of the changes I've made for the tier list as the environment will change now because of the Illya banner release, as well as going over some of the ratings and the ranking recommendations listed. So as many of you know, actually this tier list was updated on the 13th, I think, 13th of April, which included the 9-5 by accident. I was doing some research, I was updating the recommendations, and then I totally forgot that we were 9-3. So anyhow, I didn't go back to change it because I was lazy. So this worked out in the sense that I didn't have to do additional research. So going back, looking at how the environment is going to change, all the tanks I would say are less good in the sense that Illya just kind of melts everyone. The only difference I'd say is that Kuka is going to be a bit better now because of her being a magic tank, and you can get her shards from the dungeon shop, so it's going to be easy to get her to a 5-star in comparison to other units. And of course, because of her ability to tank magic a bit better, and her ability to taunt Tamaki, she's definitely going to be better than some of the other tank in terms of performance. So we can see that Lima, I think I didn't change her much except pushed her PvP rating up a bit to an S. She's on the upper echelon of S for sure because, as you know, she used to enable Reno and Ninon, and now with the introduction of Illya, she actually enables Illya comp as well by clumping the enemies together and allowing the Illya AoE to hit more enemies. And then Miyako actually had her moved from SS in PvP to S now, just because obviously we already know Kyoka really just destroys Miyako, and of course with the introduction of Illya, Miyako's life is just going to be tougher and tougher. Kuka had an S with the introduction of Illya, maybe potentially an SS, but I still think she's a bit niche because you can just run physical DPS to destroy her. And then June, of course, I still think SS in clan battle, SS in story event, and S in PvP right now, and could be SS if she's 5-star, because the sustain on the 5-star June is just really, really strong. And going down, looking at Kaori, nothing much has changed. She's still one of the best damage dealers for clan battle. I think the only thing that's different now is because with Hiyori getting more play, you can actually afford not to borrow Kaori for Team 1 and borrow Kaori again for Team 2 in some circumstances. But I think most of the time your Team 1 clan battle will still be you borrowing Makoto or Kaori, and then the second team you'll be borrowing the other unit essentially, because Kaori is still one of the best clan battle units in terms of damage. And going down, again, some of the other tanks, Pecorine and Nozomi. So Peko is getting more and more annoying, I would say, because more and more people are 5-starring her. She's got 2 stages to farm since the very beginning. So she's definitely seeing more play, unfortunately not in clan battle but in PvP, as a decent 4th or 5th choice, since tanks are still limited. And then for Nozomi, she is still great, no longer SS I believe in story, and no longer SS in PvP, just because other tanks are catching up in terms of star level. So yeah. And she's also behind Kaori as well, so that limits her usage in clan battle. And Makoto, I didn't change anything. She's still the best clan battle unit, I think, just because of that defense thread. PvP wise, not going to see much play. Can be used with Kaori to run the tank buster team, but again, with the introduction of Illya, things are just going to be so different. Akino, I didn't change much. I think I increased the clan battle rating from a C to a B, because some comps did run Akino when they were dying to loop 2, but now I think in the next clan battle we won't see Akino at all. For Hiroi, so she's definitely got an upgrade in clan battle from A to SS, I believe. So for Hiroi, she's very strong in terms of her damage output, and because you can get her to 5-star through arena coins, she's actually seeing more uses over some of the archers against certain boss comps to allow you for better hit allocation, flexibility against some of the other bosses. Misogi, nothing's much changed. Ayane was pretty new. Her interrupt mechanic is really good against clan battle bosses. We used it against Minotaur. You could use it against any boss really with many skills that are super annoying against the team. So yeah, definitely Ayane is great. And Tamaki, actually I'm gonna change Tamaki to S to clan battle, just because I know for the next one we will have the Orc Chieftain return to us, and Tamaki is pretty much one of the best inslots against the Orc Chieftain, just because of that TP steal mechanic makes it so the defense threat from the defense threat from the Orc Chieftain does not match or overlap with the UB from the boss, so your front line can actually survive. Eriko, I bumped her rating from clan battle to an S. Actually, I think she used to be S as well. But yeah, she's got now 2 hard stages to farm the shard from, so she's definitely a great flexed DPS for your third team, I would say. She's also run sometimes in the second team, but requires a lot more manual finesse, so she's still S but not SS in that setting. Kurumi, not really used right now, so I won't talk too much. And as you can see, most of the units are going to 9-5, the physical DPS, the mages, and there are units I forgot to talk about, like Makoto and Kaori, who are going to be stuck at 9-4. Just because you don't want that dodge or defense stat, which can often misalign your UB timings. So again, just make sure you have a few 9-4s in the clan so you can borrow it if 9-5 is not going to work. Dija kind of getting phased out. We may see a return in the next clan battle, but she's not the top choice for flex damage dealers, and same with Ray. Ray's actually going to be a bit worse than Dija in that regard, so getting phased out. And Shizuru is great actually. She is quite flexible. Her only downside is obviously her position is not ideal, but in clan battle she actually the heal, the physical barrier does allow her to see some play in later loops, just protecting the DPS, and she does. It's not, her damage is not negligible, so it makes her a support that can somewhat output damage while supporting, making sure damage dealers can survive. So just A all across. Mimi, we had her event, so a lot of people have her at 4-star, close to 5 or 5 stars. So Mimi is a good flex damage dealer because of her AoE attack buff, plus her being a 5-star through the event just makes her stat naturally a bit better. So yes, definitely a flex damage dealer in that regard. And Shinobu, I changed her to an S, I believe, for a clan battle. The defense shred is always welcome in clan battle, and also the Skull Daddy tanks a lot of the unique mechanics and helps your frontline DPS to survive, and she's been used in every single clan battle so far at the very top, so definitely deserves the S rank. You have her, so Shinobu is one of the unique units right now that you can keep at 8-6 or 8-5, so you're not wearing the clothes, which is the left side middle piece, I believe, just because of TP reasons. And also, she is the only unit right now you want to have her stay at 3-star. Everyone else, including Yukari, which I'll talk about, and Kokoro, can go to 5-star. So no one should be staying at 3 stars except Shinobu right now. Mahiro is not really used. Yukari, all around the most versatile support unit. She's easily farmable through dungeon. A lot of people have her at 3-star and saving coins for 5-star. I think right now it's perfectly fine for Yukari to go to 5, and make sure she's at 8-6. There's no priority for her to go to R9 or 9-5, because I think R9-5 just gives her an earlier UB but lower heals, but I think in our clan battle earlier we actually didn't even need all of her UBs, so it was fine. We ran it completely fine at 5-star too. So yeah, go ahead, art 8-6 and 5-star. Now for Monica, still SS, premier PvP unit due to speed buff, and actually she is one of the enablers for Illya, so definitely going to see some play. And again, I'll release a video with all the Illya comp variations, so people can just use whatever pieces you have to form a team. And then Ninon, so Ninon, I was going to push Ninon and Reno from S to A, but Ninon stays at S just simply because of the fact that with Ninon and Mitsuki and other variations, you can actually counter Illya if they're not running the heal version, because of the defense down and the mini skill that hits the middle enemy unit kills Illya. Of course, it's going to be difficult against a 5-star Illya, but still, not a lot of people are going to 5-star Illya, judging from the feedback I've got. So you can run Ninon as a counter, and actually a lot of people, I think on the CN server doing the Illya release, actually didn't pull Illya, and instead it just upgraded their Ninon to climb rank 1 as people placed Illya as defense. So there's that. Mifuyu, I'm not gonna talk too much, except one of my guildmates keeps telling me that how good Mifuyu is, and he keeps using her to meme on people. Yeah, sure. So Illya, which is the start of this meta-changing patch, is definitely going to give I'm definitely going to give an SS for her. Actually, I'm going to turn the music down a bit, it's quite loud. She's definitely SS ranking in PvP. In terms of clan battle, she's going to be SS as well, simply due to the fact that I believe she is what enables the mage, or at least the earlier mages before Eskaru, because you can put Illya as position 1, she can tank for you, she has life steal, so even if she gets low from her own skill, as well as the boss, she can life steal from the enemy boss through the UB and heal to full. So definitely in that regard, SS in that sense, not because of her damage output, but because of her enabling to allow mages to even have a chance to shine. And then PvP, of course, I talked about SS. You ideally want her as 5-star. 4-star can work, but I ran 4-star for a long time on the CN server. It's very, I would say, difficult in some aspects, because if you crit yourself, you're pretty much dead for the run. So it really depends. I mean, you can have her at 4-star, emulate her, and then see how your results are in terms of PvP and CB. And if it's not doing great, then you can always upgrade to 5-star. Saren, SS, nothing to talk about it here. So clan battle S for sure, because she's part of the best auto team and she enables that team. For PvP S, because you can run her with Illya actually, and she enables a lot of the comps. Ana, I don't think I've changed much. Not as good as before now, because of mages are going to be centered around Illya. Why run mage mount when you can run Illya mount? Kokoro, she's still one of the premier clan battle units, and you can have her at 8-4, skipping the middle or the left middle or the left bottom piece, or R8-5, which is skipping the left middle piece. Still awesome because she can buff your entire team and also tank swap to allow the DPS to live, like Kaori. And it's okay to have Kokoro at 5-star now, and actually I think for the next clan battle, if she's not 5, she'll actually have difficulty surviving, so definitely upgrade her. Ring, just not going to see much play at the moment. Mitsuki, clan battle, we all know Mitsuki's top tier at the moment because of defense down. And her timing with Suzuna is awesome. Yeah, and PvP S because she enables a lot of the other PvP comps. Akari, I upgraded her from clan battle B to A. Again, we can potentially see mages as early as next clan battle, and she'll be a centerpiece in the mage team. Yuri, I downgraded her. There's no reason to use Yuri if there's Illya. She's just straight up worse than Illya in every aspect. Suzuna finally, next is Arisa, and Arisa finally sees an improvement in clan battle. When she was first released, she actually was not better than Suzuna because we had different gearing patches compared to the other servers, so the UB timing didn't match as well, and Arisa definitely was pushed to Team 3, but now everything is patched up in terms of the gears. Arisa is now shining over Suzuna in Team 1 and allowing Suzuna to go to Team 3 as a flex DPS. So SS in that regard, storage, events, she's fine, and PvP she's alright as well. Reno moved down to an A from an S for PvP just because her comp is going to be broken because a lot of the enablers that PC just run for Illya instead, and Illya is just much better, so I downgraded her. Suzuna and Shiroya can probably talk together. The two archers are fantastic in clan battle, and Suzuna's 100% crit UB means she's always going to be fantastic through manual and sometimes auto as well, because her timing matches with Mitsuki really well. And Shiori is still part of the best auto team with Saren and Makoto and Jun plus Kaori, so it gets SS in that regard. Ayo, not as good as before, I believe, so I bumped her down to an A. Suzume saw some gimmicky use doing CB3, so clan battle is a B. Oops, PvP is a C. Yeah, I messed that up. Clan battle is the B and PvP is the C. Misato is our new healer, 2-star new healer. Very strong and helps the mage team as well. And I gave her an A in clan battle because a lot of people who don't have 5-star Illya can run the Misato version, and it'll be a lot safer versus you run 4 mages plus a DPS at front to tank. Next up is Kaori. Kaori can use with the mages at 5-star, and because of her coins being part of the dungeon shop, it's relatively easy, and she's already seen some play in PvP as well as part of the mage melts. Hatsune got downgraded from SS in PvP just because of Illya. She's still very good, I believe, but not deserving of SS. Misaki, not that great anymore, and Aoi is just not really used. Chika, she's alright. She's at 2-star, and her coin is from the clan shop, which means that she's going to be more difficult to star up compared to Yui. The only advantage she has over Yui is because of the Spirit Summon, which is a gimmick you can use during clan battles, yeah, other than that, she's just she heals less. Maho otherwise is good. She actually will see more play on Illya teams because of that single heal can actually allow Illya to counter some of the counter Illya teams. So definitely Maho is being pushed up. She's falling off in terms of the overall heals because AoE healers are just better. Which, for example, Yui, great AoE heals and buffs, makes everyone more tanky and stabilizes the team much better. And the last two, Yuki, again, another enabler in PvP, so S in that regard. Our Princess Connect version is the updated one, so she cannot blind the bosses in clan battles. Otherwise, she'd be ranked higher as well for clan battle, but it's only B for now. And then for PvP, again, she can be used with Illya too. And lastly is Kyoka, who's our new mage 2 banners ago, I believe. And PvP wise, S almost close to SS because of her single target magic capabilities. In this current patch, I would say SS, but S post Illya release. So she can actually be paired with Illya to soak some damage from enemy Tamas, because one of the counter people can run is Tama to try to snipe Illya. So yeah, that is the quick review. And also, sorry, I forgot to mention, Kyoka can also be used in clan battle as well. So anyhow, that is the quick review. So thank you everyone for watching this video, and I hope that I'll have more videos, as I've said. So Illya, I'll have a dedicated video for Illya, as well as going over some of the new stuff that's coming out. If you have anything that you're particularly interested, do leave a comment in the video or under the video, and I will try to address it.